He is a 3-time Pro Bowler, a 3-time All-Pro, Super Bowl champion, member of the all-decade team of the 1970s, and, of course, Pro Football Hall of Famer class of 2021. He is the original number 88, Drew Pearson. Drew, what's going on?
Hood, hood.
Hood, hood. What's going on, guys? Just chilling, and when Chris Arnold calls my name, hood, hood, I'm here.
Appreciate you, 88.
He's a Hall of Famer, too. That's how we roll.
A lot of Hall of Fames. 4 combined Hall of Fames on
rolling deep
right now on 105 through the Fan. Drew, obviously, there's been a lot of conversation. You keep up with the game. You watch the game and follow it, even still to this day. What have been your thoughts about the idea of Odell Beckham Jr. possibly becoming a member of the Dallas Cowboys?
You know, I don't think it's so outlandish considering the Cowboys situation at wide receiver, and considering where the Cowboys are in the standings and looking at the rest of their schedule. If they feel that they need to upgrade that position or add some help to that position, then, you know, considering a guy and looking at a guy like Odell Beckham, you know, you need to do that. You know, look at Philadelphia, the moves that they make, you know, and I remember back in the day, Gil Brandt, the great Gil Brandt, Hall of Famer himself, and Cowboy brass, you know, we used to make moves to try to keep up with the rest of the NFC East, or make the moves where the rest of the NFC East needed to keep up with us. And that's what Philadelphia has done. They have set the precedent. They have made some tremendous moves in the offseason. They continue to make moves. I think they just signed a defensive end or something like that. So, you know, they're not satisfied. So we have to look at that kind of situation, because that should be our first objective, is to win the NFC East and try to use that route to get into the playoffs and not depend on the wild card route. So look at looking at it that way. Then looking at the receiving core, yes, maybe we need to upgrade that. CD Lamb has done a great job. He's really wearing that number 88. So I'm really proud of him. But, you know, he's had 73 targets. 31% of the passing game goes to him. That's third in the NFL. Cooper Kupp is over there with 33%. So, you know, we need to have somebody to run with him, whether it be Michael Gallup stepping up and continuing to improve, because I see him getting better every week, or Noah Brown getting healthy again, or bringing somebody else in. I remember back in the day when I started doing my thing is, you know, at first I had Bob Hayes, okay? Then I had Golden Richards, who was, okay. And then I had Tony Hill, you know? Then you look at Michael Irvin, okay? You know, he didn't do it all by himself. He had somebody on the other side to help,
Alvin Harper.
take that pressure off. Alvin Harper, all right? Des Bryant, you know, he had some people there, but not enough, you know, there. But Des still did. He's the NFL's, the Cowboys' all-time touchdown leader. So anyway, what I'm saying here is CD, if he's going to be your guy and you continue to go at him in key situations, you've got to also understand that defenses are going to try now to take him away. So who's going to step up in that situation? When they took me away, Tony Hill stepped up. When they took Tony away, I stepped up, and vice versa, that kind of thing. So, but yeah, if Odell's ready to go and, you know, he brings great credentials. He signed with the Rams last year, the 10th game of the regular season, and with 7 touchdowns before the playoffs hit. The regular season finished out. So he's used to stepping into situations like what the Cowboys might bring him into. And so, but the key is he healthy enough to handle all this? That's the key.
I was going to ask you, would you be patient enough for him to get better and better and better, or you think they need to have an immediate impact? And can you talk about how much defensive coordinators still have to account for him, whether he's fully healthy or not?
Yeah, it's just kind of like if I'm in that huddle, guys. If I break the huddle, I'm getting double covered. You know?
Oh, yeah.
So if Odell Beckham is in that lineup and he's good enough to be playing out there, yes, he's going to get attention. He's going to take some of the eyes away from CD and put them squarely on him because, you know, he has that reputation. But is he, you know, the key is he ready to go? And is he ready? And when if he is ready to go physically, is he ready to step into game type situations and contribute? He did it last year. You know, maybe he needs what is this, the 8th week of the season, 9th week coming up? Maybe 2 more weeks, he'll be ready to go. That'll be the 10th week of the season, just like he did with the Rams. So the Cowboys are evaluating this situation very closely, and I think they should. And if you can make an impact with a quality receiver like that to your football team as you make the stretch drive, the stretch run to the playoffs, to the division title, and things like that, then you got to consider that. Sure.
Drew, when you look at this team now going into the second half of the year, they go and visit Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers on Sunday. What excites you most about what the Cowboys' potential is going to be in the second half of this season?
The thing that excites me more than anything is their health compared to other teams in the league. The bye week, I think, came at a good time for this team as they get on the road for the next 2 weeks and then come home and play the Giants. So, yeah, I think they just need to continue to do what they do, try to improve on the offense, run the football, make that a big part of your offensive game plan, especially when you go to a place like Green Bay, you know, where you're playing in no telling what kind of weather you're going to be playing. And the running game is very important. It's very important in playoff situations as well. So, you know, let's concentrate on that, get that going, and let the defense continue to do what they're doing. You know, they're making plays. They're getting the offense good field positions with the turnovers, and they're getting to the quarterback, and they're one of the best defenses in the NFL because of that. So, you know, they don't have to change anything, I guess is what I'm saying. Just improve on what they're doing and do it better and make sure that along the way, with a few blessings, that they stay healthy.
I hear you. We're talking to the original 88, Drew Pearson. And Drew, you mentioned the Green Bay Packers because that's who they play on Sunday. Can you believe that the Packers have fallen so hard? They were 13-3 2 years in, or actually 13-4 and then 13-3. Can you believe the way they've played so far this year? They've lost 5 straight games. Is it because they don't have the wide receivers? Is it more than that? What do you think from the outside looking in? What's wrong with the Green Bay Packers?
Yeah, their receivers are part of it. But, you know, you got Aaron Rodgers. Coach him up. Play him up. You know, make him good, okay? You're Aaron Rodgers. But there are situations like, I don't know who it was, a pass over the middle and hits him right in the chest and he drops it. You know, Aaron Rodgers can't help that.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's not just that. It's everything, every aspect of that team. Maybe it's even the coaching where the players lost confidence in the coach up there. And it's just a situation that seems to be spiraling out of control right now, and the Green Bay Packers don't know what to do to stop that. It's like a snowball rolling down the side of a snow-covered hill. And they don't know what to do to stop that. So hopefully they don't figure it out until the Cowboys leave town with a victory. So I think we can go up there and win. You know, Green Bay and playing in Lambeau, it's one of the 2 stadiums in my career that I didn't get a chance to play in that I wish I could have had a chance.
Is that right? What's the other one?
Rich Stadium in Buffalo, which is
wow, man, both of those.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. But Green Bay at Lambeau Field because of the history.
Yeah.
And I think if these players feel that, if they understand the history of playing in there, that should be extra motivation for them. I know it would have been for me if I had that chance to play. When we played up there back in the day, or we played the Packers up there, we played in Milwaukee.
Right.
So we never got the opportunity to play in Lambeau Field. But it's a great opportunity for the Cowboys. You had 2 weeks to prepare for these guys. You got a chance to watch them on TV last week. Let's go up there and take care of business.
By the way, a lot of people are enjoying that commercial you guys did. We're talking about you, CeeDee Lamb, Dez Bryant, and Michael Irvin, all the 88's together with Chipotle. How did that happen? And I know y'all had a blast.
Yeah, we had a great time. After Michael finally showed up.
Why we
Okay.
not
He's the
surprised?
man.
Why we not surprised?
Yeah, but he's the man. We wait on him.
Yep.
We'll wait. Don't worry. We'll wait.
Yep.
But we had a great time. It was. It really came together from Mary Knox. Who
I know
represents
Mary.
me
Yeah. She used to work
for
with
the
Charlotte
last
Waters
40
forever.
years.
Yep.
Exactly. She's represented me and a lot of guys for the last 40 years or so. Me anyway, 30 years. But she saw that opportunity somewhere, somebody else doing that somewhere else, and then she thought of that and presented it to Chipotle, and they went for it. And it was just a matter of getting all the guys together to make it happen. And but when we did get together, boy, we had a blast. And we had to let CD go because he's still playing. But the rest of us got to hang out a little longer than that.
I know that's right. In fact, I bet there's all kinds of excerpts. Like if it were a movie, we'd have to wait through the credits to see all the good stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And then we, the 88 Club minus CD because he's preparing for a game. We had dinner with Post Malone.
Look out. That's right. You sure did.
So, yeah, so we hung like that, and of course they had to explain who he was to me, but after they did, I kind of heard
that's
him.
great.
I was hit,
Yeah, where'd y'all go eat? Where'd y'all go eat?
Now, right?
Where did y'all eat?
The Tower Club.
Oh, yeah, that'll work.
Awesome opportunity. Yeah, downtown. And my friend Malcolm Snell hooked that up, and we had a great time there, fellowshipping and talking. And we made Post Malone commit to that if the Dallas Cowboys go to the Super Bowl and win it, he's going to get an 88 tattooed on his forehead.
You got to make room. You got to make some room. That's my guy, too. He's got to make some room with all them tats.
Yeah, you definitely would have to make some room. That's for sure. Yes, sir.
Drew, before we let you go, for those you were talking about, obviously having that summit with the 88s and what that means to you. For those that don't know, take us inside the mind of an 88 and that mindset and how a guy like CeeDee Lamb can impart that into the rest of his game for the rest of the year.
Well, first of all, you have to have tremendous confidence in your ability. And that confidence has to be supported by hard work and preparation to make it work for you. And then you add a little intelligence to that, knowledge of the game, knowing your opponent so well that you have an advantage over them, doing all those things to be, just to be a great receiver. But then, the extra thing for the 88 is having that mental toughness, be able to make that play when the team really needs you, in a situation like CD. He dropped that pass coming over the middle in that one game. I can't remember who it was. He would have walked into the end zone if he catches it. And you think, oh, I'm watching. I'm saying, oh, is this going to really affect him? How is he going to respond to that? Because it was in the first quarter.
Right.
We had a lot of football to play. But he came back and he responded just like the 88 are supposed to respond. And part of the 88 lineage is mental toughness, and that's what CeeDee Lamb showed in that situation. So, that's what it takes: making the plays when the team needs you, and showing the mental toughness to overcome a negative situation. If it happens in the game, that you don't let it affect you. You can overcome that. You can know and let the team know that they still can count on you. I'm still here with you guys. And CD certainly let that. Michael Irvin was still good at that. Dez. I just with CD, I don't know how it is. TV doesn't show much. I don't go to many games. And when I do go, I'm talking about other things and not watching the game.
Right. You way up high up there with the other people.
Yeah, I'm way up high. But I don't know how CD interacts with the other guys when he comes to the sidelines. Is he fired up like Michael was, like I was, like Dez was? I don't know. Is he low key? He's got to seem to have a little different demeanor than the other 3 88s in the club. But, maybe that's just the way he is off the field. I don't know how he is on the field, in the locker room, in situations like that. I haven't been privy to witness any of that. So if he doesn't have that, he needs to bring that, because that's something the 88's all about, being a leader and inspiring other guys on the team by your work ethic and doing it the way you do it. And hopefully they can pick up on that and lead them to more victories.
I hear you.
Good.
He is a member of the 1970s All-Decade Team, a Super Bowl champion, 3-time All-Pro, 3-time Pro Bowler, and, of course, Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 2021. He is the original number 88. Drew Pearson, good enough to join us here on 105.3 The Fan. Drew, as always, thank you so much for the time and sincerely appreciate you joining us tonight.
Anytime, guys. Thank you, guys. Be safe.
Thanks, brother.